What is up, everybody? Controversies here today. So Starfield has been seeing a lot of success. Right now, it's overtaking Skyrim's record of all-time current players records on Steam. So it is doing very well right now. I think it did really well with the early access as well too. So this is a big highlight for Microsoft and Bethesda this year. While it's getting a lot of praise and success right now, there are a lot of haters. It's like, I guess I'm gonna say haters because even though they're reviewers, it's just like some of these opinions are just not making any sense about this game. Like, let me see, it was one of the ones that I've seen. Like Metro finally gave their review after they've been very vocal about how Bethesda hasn't given them a code for this when the people were getting early access codes. Metro didn't get one. So because of this, I think they're getting some as the amount of other people are saying, they're getting their lick back, or they're getting their get back because they're sorry they didn't get a code. So they gave the game a 6 out of 10, which I'm actually playing the game right now. I play it when I get a chance to play the game, I'm playing it, and I don't see how this game get a 6 out of 10. Somebody even gave it a Jim Quisition gave it a 4 out of 10 from James Stephanie Sterling. Like, a 6 out of 10, 4 out of 10. I'm not getting that from this game. This is probably one of the best games I played this year. Everybody can have their opinion, but I think people are just doing this for clout and just clicks and engagement or for their channel, their website, or whatever. Because how do you give this game a 4 out of 10? But then they gave you more reason why. To call Starfield the least broken Bethesda game is akin to call any single turf the least embarrassing fastest. If you don't know what turf is, that has something to do with like the trans community or whatever, like they say further on. Given how ZeniMax and Bethesda seems to treat trans employees, so they're being political about how they treat their employees or whatever, the trans employees. I don't care about that. I care about the game, but people got different agendas to push as to why they're scoring this game a low score. It's like a 4 out of 10, really. This game is far from a 4 out of 10 or the 6 out of 10 or whatever this person gave it. Like, everybody can have their own opinion, but there are also the people who I think they scored a game lower because of the lack of releases Xbox did that year. But yeah, it's just like people are just doing this for clout. But at the end of the day, everybody can have their own opinion. The game is doing well regardless of these ridiculous reviews. Then this person stated, "Why are gamer sites so obsessed with taking jabs at Starfield? Game is freaking great." As we see, the user score is a 6.4, a mixed. Metascore is an 84, so it keeps dropping with each new review, which, I mean, 84 is still a good score, regardless. But let's see what this outlook says. Star Wars Outlaws has seamless ground to space transition, unlike Starfield. Okay, just takes the jab at Starfield out of no reason. That's kind of crazy. Like this new upcoming Star Wars game is coming out, but they have to take a jab at Starfield. This website says Starfield is great, but there's a higher rated RPG that released this week. Really? Oh man. What's this other one? Baldur's Gate 3 was a huge leap forward for RPGs. Starfield feels like a stumbling step back. Now, when people say that aren't media biased, I just want you to just refer them to this video right here of these different media outlets taking jabs at Starfield. Like I said, we had the IGN person who reviewed the game a 7 out of 10. People probably wouldn't have been mad at that 7 out of 10 score, but you can see in his previous history, he had an issue with Bethesda being acquired by Microsoft. So it's kind of like a lot of people got different agendas with the Starfield game. People don't like the Bethesda acquisition. They don't like the Xbox has an exclusive. They are probably mad they can't play it on their PlayStation, which they have fond memories of a PlayStation as a child or whatever. So they're butthurt this isn't on their PlayStation is what I'm trying to say here, and it's very obvious with these scores. But regardless of this Metacritic score. Because if I was actually working on this game as a Bethesda employee, I'd be kind of annoyed, kind of peeved that people are giving this game that I worked on for 10 years ridiculous low scores because of their different agendas or whatever grievance they have with this game being exclusive to Xbox or the Xbox ecosystem. So, just my thoughts about that. I do think it's kind of like, it's really eye-opening. These people are giving a game a 4 out of 10. Like, who? Like, no. 4 out of 10 is for a game that doesn't work. It doesn't work properly. This game is probably the same level as the Fallout games, or even better at that point. So, once again, I probably maybe like 8 to 10 hours into this game. I'm just loving it. Everybody can have an opinion, but this 4 out of 10 score is just ridiculous, and this shouldn't be on Metacritic. Like, whatever whatever beef you have with them over the trans stuff. It's like, why are you making this? Why are you lowering their game because of whatever issue you got with them treating their trans employees? Even if we don't even know if that's true if they're mistreating their trans employees. But what does that have to do with the video game? Nothing at all. So they shouldn't even count on Metacritic. But I'm pretty sure. Where's that Metacritic score at? I'm pretty sure that 6.4 user score. All people probably haven't even played the game. The people who live in even mixed or negative, they probably haven't played the game. Probably another instance where we see like where David Jaffe called out the one fanboy who says about the burning bodies, which didn't happen. They probably fall for the same trap, most of these people, because they probably didn't play the game. They're going for the negativity about this game because it's an Xbox exclusive. So, but yeah, I'm having a blast with this game. It's just sad that there's so many gaming politics. People mad that the game is on Xbox. People mad that it's pronouns. Well, we had that debacle with the pronoun situation. A lot of agendas going on. Like I said, this is one of the most hated games of all time, like Star Wars Legacy. And for just the most dumbest reasons possible. But yeah, but I mean, either way, they're leaving all this negativity. It's still doing really well right now. So nonetheless, you're probably gonna have DLC for this game, more content for this game. So it's a big W for Bethesda, despite all the haters and salty reviewers or whatever trying to get clicks and engagement. This game is doing well regardless. So I'm not gonna make this too long. I just want to point out some of these ridiculous reviews. It's just utterly ridiculous. I don't know what more to say to that, but yeah, definitely want to see your thoughts down below. How are you feeling about the game? Or maybe you agree with these reviews, or you agree with the 4 out of 10 or the 7 out of 10 from Metro, which once again, these people could be biased. More than likely they are biased, but definitely want to see your thoughts down below about this. Leave a like this video. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.